Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is going to be a lidded box. And I need to put thumb holes in it clearly. So this is the lidded box, and it's one where both boxes are exactly the same size. Oh, look, that glue's popping open. Except we're going to give a little secret to it so that you can get a perfectly flush fitting box. Okay. So that was my template, and I'm going to be using Bloom Boutique. I'm going to try and get the name correct this video. Bloom Boutique paper, and it's lovely. It's got the gold foiling on it, very pretty, and it's got crisp cantaloupe in it. So that's the cardstock I'm going to use. So you need 2 pieces of cardstock, both measuring 8 by 5.5 inches or 20 by 14 centimetres. And they're both scored exactly the same way, at 1 inch on each side, all the way round. I do like crisp cantaloupe. This was an in colour from a long time ago, and it's fun to have it back. I want to say it was in the days of Tip Top Taupe when we had that, and maybe mint macaron, but we've got it back now. So 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres on all 4 sides. And then on what is going to be the base, and it doesn't matter at this stage because they're both exactly the same. On the shorter side, you're going to make a little mark at the 2 3/4 inch mark, 7 centimetres, and then rotate it to do the same on the opposite end. 2 3/4, 7 centimetres. So it's the halfway mark basically. And this is only for the one that is going to be the base. You're going to do a diagonal line from that mark down to where there is a cross section, and I will show you after I've scored it, because you wouldn't see it otherwise probably. Which hopefully, there we go, you can see it there. So this is my cross section, so it's gone from that point up, and I'm going to do the same down here as well. Okay, so this is the base, this is the lid. I'm going to do exactly the same on them, except the lid I'm going to put little thumb holders, thumb opener thingies on them. So just burnish all your sides. Burnish all your score lines even, not the sides. Don't worry about those diagonal lines, because they will just pull together at the point that you pull the box together. Before I put the lid together, I have got my piece of designer series paper. Don't remember what size this is. This is going to be 3 1/4 by 5 3/4 inches, because when it's finished, the box is 1 inch by 6 inches by 3.5, which is 2.5 centimetres by 15 by 9. So this bit is 3 1/4 by 5 3/4, or 8.5 by 14.5 centimetres. And I'm going to put that on the top, just because it's easier to get it lined up and straight when it's a flat piece. There we go. Very pretty. Now, what I want to do now is I'm going to cut straight on the rectangle, and I'm going to wedge those squares on both sides, and just do that all the way round. And don't let me forget to put my thumb holders in. Okay. I'm going to do that now. What size circle should I take? Something small. This one should do. So I'm just eyeballing. There we go. I'll do that on each side, just a little bit. There you go. And then exactly the same on this one. Just cut those exactly the same way. It's a nice fun little project, and it takes away the whole creating a shim, making adjustments or anything like that. You just a box and a lid, same size, but with this little sort of secret on the inside. Okay, move those all out to one side, and then I'm going to get some tearing tape, because we're working at, I'm working at speed. I'm choosing to work at speed. You don't have to. You can use adhesive of your choice. I like tearing tape. I like to craft. I don't have a lot of time to craft, so using tearing tape means that I can make lots of projects in a small amount of time. And that's a winner for me. Right, take the backing off all of these. Oops. So this is the lid I'm building up now. Oh, wrong way. I'm just going to try and stick it on the outside. Okay, so that's the lid done. And then for the base. And I'm deliberately, for the benefit of this video, I'm not pushing those bits in because that just wouldn't fit. You'd end up buckling the sides, but because I have put those in, I can go like that, and that lid is going to fit perfectly, she says, catching it on the glue tabs. It's going to fit absolutely perfectly, and that's not coming off. And then with my thumb holders, and that's because I did these lines first. Oopsie. And obviously you can put something in, it will expand out, but as long as you get it like that to start with, when you put the box together, it's not going to buckle. There we go. Right, let's finish it off. I have new ephemera. Oh, I love my ephemera. This is a new one. This one's called Sincerely Noted. And I want to keep this bit. I also need to find a spare holder thingy for this pack, but for now I'm just going to rip into it. And this one is full of sentiment, so as ever you've got 2 each of 3 pages worth of designs. These are stickers, so we've got those ones, we have those ones, and these ones. And it's kind of covering everything, so we've got, you know, the Just Because versions with Heartfelt Thanks, sending you my love, for an amazing friend, and then we've got Justin, we've got Deepest Sympathy, we've got Birthday and Thank You over here, and then again some more sort of just generic-y types. So I'm going to take, so grateful to have a friend like you, because I think that's lovely, and it is a sticker, so I can get hold of the backing. And I can add that on there, and then I want to add in some crisp cantaloupe butterflies because they're pretty and I like them. So I'm going to take a big one and a couple of small ones. And that is a simple little box, if it would focus on me. There we go, simple little box, lidded, and just darling. And I did give the measurements 1 by 6 by 3.5 inches, or 2.5 by 9 by, sorry, 2.5 by 15 by 9 centimetres. And a nice little detail on the front. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.